Hi guys, I'm Raju. So SAP trainer. So let's start the next concept of this part. So we are in dashboard part 2. So if you check my previous videos, we done the dashboard which has the required environment, and in this video we learn the practical section of dashboard. So before, if you see my previous videos, we already started with the dashboard environment, in which we have we learned the business objects of architecture components, WebIE tool, universal design tool, IDT, WebIE, crystal report, all this stuff. So in this series of videos, we are learning the dashboard environment. If you see my previous videos, we done the part 1 of theory about the dashboard. You just please refer my previous videos on this dashboard theory concepts. So let's go to the dashboard here. So the dashboard will support all the UNX files. It supports SAP's environment directly and has web services also. So if you want to get any data from the WebIE or any other environments, then we can also use the query as web service, which supported tools of this dashboard. So let's see how this will be happen in real-time environment. So let's go to this practical session, so you may get some idea on the stuff. So let me log into my machine here and let's see how it will be happen. So let's see this part, particularly on the dashboard environment. So in this one, let's go with the dashboard. We'll create a beautiful dashboard environment with the different first we'll start the Excel file, then we'll move on the practical section on these scenarios. So this dashboard will play a major role while getting this stuff, all the stuff. So let's go over here. So if you want to create any dashboard environment, so as we know, dashboard will create a report in a dashboard environment which has the canvas area. The right side we have the properties of canvas area. The downside will get the complete the spreadsheet of this part, and the right side will get a components of dashboards. So overall, this is my complete dashboard screen look like. So in which it is called canvas area. So it is called the Excel spreadsheet. It is called properties of an object, or we call it object properties. And it is called component browser. So how the screenshot look like, so it will help you out the stuff. This is how you can read. Okay. So let's see this one having the environment. So we have this SAP. This dashboard will support all the SAP systems. This supports all Unix cells, and this also supports the web services in which you can perform those activities. So we have query as web service in which you can perform all those things. So this is how the component will take place. So if you have any reports here, we can write all the information on the spreadsheet. The same thing will be implemented on this canvas area, like com chart. And once you get your spreadsheet here, we can design our spreadsheet as a requirement so that the canvas area will be look like on the same manner. So here in this part we can add the other detail level of charts. We can add, it may be a column chart, pie chart, it may be a bar chart, all this stuff. So let's see this complete picture practically on the machine. So let me log into my machine here. This is my server in which I have a lot of information stored here. So let's show you the practically on this dashboard. So for this, I log into machine. So this is my machine here. So let me show you dashboard. So dashboard is one of the business intelligence tool of BI, or we call it BO, business objects intelligence tool, instrument record. So let's see how this will happen in the system. So start all programs. You may get that business intelligence start all programs. Here it is business intelligence. You can find the tool called dashboards 4. So dashboard 4 is a one tool in which it's supported by 4.0, 4.1, and now we are using a 4.2 versions. So let me go for dashboard here, the tool, and just click on this dashboard environment icon. So this is my dashboard. So previously we call as Excel sheets, now we are using what are called dashboard things. So this is how the dashboard look like. So we have a start page in which you can do all the stuff. You can have the blank models, we have model with a spreadsheet, we have all the templates. If you want to use the existing templates which comes in the dashboard instruction part, we can also use existing templates. Unless if you want to create a new thing, we can go with the blank model. As click with the start page. This is how the screen looks like. So it is called the white color page called canvas area. It is called the properties of canvas. If you add any object, we can just browse from here right side. Then below that we have a canvas, we call a spreadsheet in which you can do all these activities. And the right side we have a component browser, object browser, we have query browser, and we have mobile connectivity. So let's start. Let's go with some Excel data. In that case, how we can get data. So here, if you talk about file here, we can get the data from any BI platform, as well as SAP platform also. We can take these save as templates, components. We have sample reports, which if you want to do any sample reports, in that case we can also get the reports from the sample environment. So we have the document properties. If you want to add any document here, we can also add the document properties. So we have preview, export, import option, and other different environment you can add. So in order to create a new canvas area, we can also add the data from this level. So you can see here, if you want to connect any database to the universal, we have a query browser. We can add the we can get data from the universal. So in this part, first I'll show you data from the Excel sheet. Later on, we'll see the data from the universal. So we'll see connecting with importing data from Excel is one way. We'll see one. Second one, we'll see creating data under Excel of dashboard, and connecting with the universal universe. Similarly, we connect with a smaller database, like it may be SAP and web service, all the stuff. Then connecting with web service, we call quas, and some other things we'll see. First, we'll import data from the Excel sheet. For that, let me check my data from the sample Excel. You can see here I have some Excel file here. This Excel data, which has to get data from this. Unless I need to create one more Excel file. we have this area, year wise, month wise sales revenue. I need to get my summarized data. For that, we have quarter one, quarter. This is all combined. I need to get this combination of these scenarios. So let's see how this happens. So we have 2004, 5 and 6 results. So I need to get this information of this area. So we have all the combination data. I'll try to get a new report here, new Excel file. So let me create a new Excel file here. I'll take year wise sales report. I'll take year, quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four, and total. I'll take caps, it's better. If it is 2004, let's move over to 2005. I'll take some sample of some 2010, 11 data. Some records I'll take here. Then I need to take a total. For this total, what I do, I'll do summation. Sum of, here I'll take equal to some function of quarter one. I'll do same for that. That's all. So we got summation of this. I'll save this file. Desktop has book one. So we have book one here. Let me import this file. I'll go for Excel file, desktop, this book one, right? So we are looking for this book one, which has all the data. So once you got data here, next step we need to show this data to you. First, let's go component browser here. Component browser, in which we do have the pie chart also. Let me show my data, like summary data has pie chart. I want to show this summarized of pie chart, like year wise sum. I'll add the pie chart here. So when you start pie chart, the right side we get a properties of pie chart. Placed here. You can see I write a chart name, the pie chart name we can add here. We also have subtitle. Let me go chart title, which shows the sales revenue. Then of invoice overview. So I need to take here as caps letter sales revenue. Here invoice. Okay, now values. How we can get the values? We need to choose that values from here. It's values, so it's in the row, so it's in the column. So choose the column and choose the values first. Click on the values. The spreadsheet, which will take the data from the spreadsheet. I'll just get the values from this. Values are this one, right? So total is a value. So that's the total. Then it will be multiple values, so I need to choose from here one by one. It's up to spreadsheet. Okay. Next step, we need a label. Labels are here, so click on this icon here and place the cursor with the same thing which you choose in the year. Choose all the year. Okay, so now you can see we got a year. You can see it shows the display value. Then let me save first. So let me save first. I'll make it as dashboards. Save in the desktop. Then I'll go preview. So when you go preview, we can see the preview of only canvas area components. In the case we have the chart that's called pie chart. You can see here, this is how we can get the data. When you place a cursor here, this shows data here. Okay, you can see it's a 2009 result, it's 2010 result. This shows all the percentile value. If you want to do some modification on chart, here see right side we have insertion type, we have behavior, in values, we have in values, ignore cells, banding, dynamic, we want to dynamics, appearance. So we have layout, filled, show filled area, title area, embedded ledge, series we have, text if you have, colors we have for text and everything. If you need a data label, we can add a data label in the part. This is how we can show the data label, but it's some not good effective that we can make. You can make it central, or you can write fit, best fit, like this we can write. So outside, inside, this is how will be merge of. So best fit. These are all the different things we have. So it totally depend on those categories. You can change the color of this part also. It's ideal, or else it may be a different color like purple, like this. This is how we can get those activities. So it's better to go with the non-scale part. It's have here. Uncheck it, so we don't get the data here. If you need data, you get data here. Similarly, we have series. These are all the different series for different colors. If you want to change the colors, you can change here. Thickness we have. We can all. So you can add thickness here. So we make one thickness, two. I'll just add a thickness like this one. Okay. So once you got a chart here, let me show you we have quarter wise. I want to show the data in the quarters. This shows the summary data. If I place a contour 9, the 9 will show the summary data, but I need a detail like quarter wise sales. For that, I'll add the bar chart, sorry, column chart. Here. For this bar chart, column chart, I'll just add a title which shows a quarter wise sales report. X axis, what we need to read the data as, if you add here, I can write directly as quarter. Y axis it shows sales, and here I need a value, right? I go series, one series, I write quarter. The values are these values, but here this will shows the current value, not all the value. If you see here, I will display only one value. For that, they should be labeled, right? These are the labels. Now see how it's happened. This shows the only one quarter wise, not all the quarter wise. I'll show the output. This is what? If my condition that if I click on 2009, it shows the 2009 result. If I click on 6, it shows the 2006 report. That's one indication. That's called interactive. So let's create how we can do interactive between these two charts. It means that when I click on the pie chart, so the bar chart will read the data from that pie chart. For clicking, you can see, click on the pie chart first. There is an option called insertion, enable data insertion, and choose a position. As it's not position, it's a where we have to choose the values. As we can take here row count. So we are choosing the values. It's it reads the data from the column wise, okay, because of no it means row data from the row table. For that one, the source is, if you click on here, it will take the data up to this total, right? This all the total comes here, so it will be indicating a local mark. And the destination, when I click here, it will place under a 10th row. So 10th row is comes in the target, so I will indicate as a blue color mark. So when I click on, if I click on 9, it will pick up the value of 9 and place in the 9th place here. Okay. If you change the value here immediately, that effect will shows here. That's how it will take place of advantage. This is how it will take. Okay. Okay. Now what I do is here, I click on this pie chart, sorry, column chart, and that this y values will be read not from here, it will be from this here. We need to choose only the quarter wise, not all, because we are reading the quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, and labels are same, right? Because the labels are same. Let's preview. I'll show you how it's happened practically. So if you click on this, it's called 2 we get 2 quarter, 2 this on 2 it is on 2 this is how it see. This is called interactive. Whenever you do any changes, the value is going to change. This is called interactive, more interactive sections. But here you are getting, but we don't know which here, if you are clicking, what you are getting. That's why for that here in the y axis Instead of sales, choose the year here. Okay, we get quarter, as you can choose year itself. Here why we are getting a sales. I can write directly as sales. That's all. Preview it. Now see what happened. Now it's 2004 default. Now it's 2005, 2007 value, 2008, 11, 10. This is how the values are going to changes, immediate effect. So if you want to see this kind of effects, in that case we go with this part. So this shows the quarter 1, quarter 1. If you want to click on here, it also changes the next part, that's called more interactive. This means that if you just click on this quarter 1, we are getting a quarter 1 result, right? So we click on the quarter 1, that shows the month result. So we have month 1, month 2, month 3. It's how it will make the more interactive report on this part. If it is more interactive, either we can also set that part, like we can just filter value and we can check that values. So it just shows the values here. So in this case, this is how we can get those values effectively. If you want to see this quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and we have a month wise, we can also get the value of month wise. So month wise sales reports, month 1, month 2, month 3. So if you see quarter 3, so quarter 3 is a combination of multiple reports. And here, so we also have the option here. We have a single select the different areas, bubble charts we have. If you want to use all the same scenario as we did in the pie chart. Let's go for container. So container is one place. If you want to add any background images or background things, you can use a container. We can use this set tab set. We can use one for the one. So here I'll add this chart in the tab 1. I'll create one more tab. When I choose the tab properties, I'll add one more tab. So once you get all these data here, you can add the plus button, so it will create one more tab. So tab 1, tab 2. So item 1, if you want to add here, you can choose. For first item will shows the column, next one shows the area chart, or else you can take some other charts also. We have different types of charts here. I'll make a preview. So once you get a preview, let's show you how the tab will look like. That's all. So if you click here, like this one, these changes will happen here. So it's tab 1. Similarly, if you need one more tab, we can add one more tab also. I'll make it here. Delete. So I'll add here. I'll get table name has stack chart. Okay. So under this, I need to add one more chart. I'll go here. let me add the stack which has comparison, compare the total sum. For that I'll make this interactive also even, which I'll write here comparison. I'll take same value of sales, it's all same. I'll add a series. This is our y-axis, x-axis will be quarter wise, but it shows the comparison with the target. This one. I'll take as let me preview stack, same thing will happen, okay, and table 1 it's also same thing. So what stack will do, I'll compare the target of full value, it's I do for this x-axis category by axis here. Show the year wise, x will be a this value, or else I'll make this as sales. That's all. And if I want to stack compare, then you take one more series. I'll take values of y values here. Is series 2. So it will add a series 2 here, both the series. So you have here series 2 we get here. If you want to add x values for series, we can also add. We can choose this values will be changes. So if you want to take only series 1, it's more than enough. So series 2 is not necessary. So we will have can add. So we have data range. If you take the range by series, we can also take the range by series, but data by rows. We can just add the rows. So it's not much more interactive and colorful. So series are place image all this stuff. So I can add multiple charts. And let me show you next one. This is a container. These are the different containers we have. Let's go selector. Under selector we have first one called accord menu. If I want to do any filtering option, I'll use as filtering for accord menu. Accord menu here. I'll use the accord menu for multiple selections. So I'll go with the previous video. So I'll add the series like this title. I'll make it here. So in this accord menu, we have a lot of categories. I'll use this as the before years. I'll make it row. I'll choose destination, the same thing here because we are clicking here. I'll make this series 1, which is I can write before 2005. Labels are this two. So source is star, this is the source data. And name of destination, so I'll take one more series. After 2005. I'll take 5 to 10 or 9 or 10 you can take. So it should be different. I'll take the series, this one, that's all. Source data is up to here. And the destination is same thing. I have one more series. It will be a before, I'll write here after 2010. Labels I'll take these two, is only one. Source it will be a 1. Okay, this is how you can do. Now I'll show you how it look like preview. So we have before 25, after 5. So we get 6, 7, 8, 9. Series will get like this. And after 2010. If I see a 27 value, I get 7 value. 8 is 7, I get 7 value. I want to see after 2010. I click on 11, we get 11 value. Before this one, I will see 6th one. Before 25, 4 value. This is how the values now changes. Okay, so this is shows how we can perform those any activity of dashboards with the perfect KPIs and make much more interactive. Unpreview it. And we can do some other actions here. We also have checkbox here, combo box, filters. You can just try for all the stuff. And we have list box, same thing. Let's try for the radio buttons. So same thing has that part. I'll take here is here. I'll take row because we are citing data row. Source data is up to here, the source data, right? Destination is destination. Label is of that part, the label, right? Title I go for the year. If you go here, because we already map with the target, it's called pie chart, all the stuff. So when I click anywhere, if you click on, if you choose 8, we get 8. If you click on here, 10, we get 10. So see here, this is how the interact reports will be generated. Similarly, we have the red buttons here. So if you need a hierarchical structure, you can go. Scorecards we also have. We have triggers, all those things we have. So it means that we can do any activities like this. So just simply circuit. We need to select only source and target, that's all. Just we need to concentrate what the source and the target. So if you know the two things, and so we can just get n number of interactive as per our requirement. So try for all the scenarios which may help you out to get all these activities. So this is how we can get all those dashboards, interactive dashboards with the different clients and different environments. So this plays a major role if you do any activities on this scenario. So this is how we can create the beautiful dashboards as per requirement. Let's show you the next concept. If you want to go list builder, so we have a list builder also, you can see, but list builder will show if you have multiple options. It has only one. Let's go a single value. Single value will shows, I want to show the dial button of a sales full price, summary of those areas. For this one, I show the total sales value. That's all. Now I'll be 0 here. I can take automatic, I can take manually. We know values. If you know values here, it has 32,000, 42, 21,000. So its minimum is 21,000. So I'll write here 21. Make it 20,000 minimum. Maximum limit is we have 1,53,000. Let me go for 2 lakhs. Minimum is 20,000. Maximum is 2 lakhs. I'll just, it has a chart. So what I do is I'll write here 20,000, 2 lakhs. So it will be a, I'll read this data from here. It will be a this data. So it takes minimum and maximum. Let me show you how it's look like. But data should be read. We just choose the values, but we need to read the data. This record will be read from here. Now, so now when I click on 2005 here, see these are 2005 shows sales report, total report. 2008, the 2008 sales report. So the minimum maximum values. So the needle will not changes as per requirement. So this is how we are getting this in more interactive on each and everything. So here the needles, you can see the needle, it just shows the values. Anywhere you choose any value, it shows the importance of needles. So this is how 2005, 2006, this is how the needles will going to taste the values. Okay, for each and every value which is changes in that part, it shows a complete value. But now I want to show them as, which is a account color, like some color. First I will go for appearance. I can also go with here the alerts also. I like if it is green, it shows it's. I'll go with here enable colors. If it is by percentage target 100, is a minimum, is all the default percentage value. If you use the same default values, let's see how it's happened. It takes minimum values. If I click on 2 and 5, this is a 2 and 5 value, 6, 6. But here it's be getting only red, I'm getting exact value. For what I do is I'll make a minimum of here. I'll take the percentage has max value as 20, as I can take by value. It's minimum 2 because we have minimum 20,000, right? So I'll write minimum 20 to 2 lakhs. So I'll make it 50,000. And from 50,000 to use the range here. It's 50 maximum. Otherwise I can change the value here. Has 75. Okay. So this is how we can take. So 75 to 2 lakhs. So as I can make it here, instead of 2 lakhs, I'll make it 1 lakh. Okay, these are values. Done. Now I'll preview it. Now I can check the values. So if it is 216, 216 is good sales, and 257 sales. So it's in middle 11. So it's serious. This is how the value is going to change. It totally depends on the value size. So you can see 28, 7 is good sales of red. How the value is going to change. This is how it totally depending on those sales values. So okay, this is how the value is going to change. So it's good or bad, just shows the current. So minimum value, I can change the color also. If you want to change the colors here, I change my own color. It's minimum. It will be right. Minimum has red, yellow, and it will be green. Preview it. This is how it takes. So 2 and 4 is bad sales. 2 and 6, 7 we got a good sales. 8 also good sales. 10 is a bad sales. This is average sales. This is how we can take a decision. So it helps you out how we can perform those activities. It just shows a complete picture of each and every activities. So this is how we can do the single selector values for each and every scenarios in each activity. So you can see here the different types of indicators we added at this level. Let's go component. Let's see next component here. We have single. See, in the single value we have a lot of components. You have dials, dial 2, dial 3. We do have dial 4. These are all the different. We may also have the dual axis also. Like we get here this kind of gadgets we can get. It shows the proper information like different icons. We have a lot of information like this one. We have horizontal things, vertical things, all those things. So if you use vertical bar, we have scaling also. Let's see scales, vertical scales. The vertical shades, the same thing shows the values of target. I can take the total sales value. I can just write the value from here. It's read from here. Minimum, I'll take the value from here. And maximum limit is I'll take 2 lakhs from here. Done. Now I'll use the same insertion of alerts type here. I enable alerts. I'll take one is 15 or I'll take some 70,000. I'll add one more value of 1 lakh. So I'll check colors here. It will be bad, so red color. It will be good, so I'll go with green color. Preview it. So whenever you choose here this one to an edge, it's green. See, needles are going to change us. See, this is how you are using average. So here the maximum values are more. I can reduce to 1,20,000. You need to reduce the values. See, I'll get this value size one. It's average. It's green. This is how the word dabs will going to happen. So at each and every level we can add the multiple scenarios over here. So just choose the values, based on that we can get mixed. So we can choose the values here, and from minimum to maximum is all the things we can. You can add multiple values also as per your requirement. We have spinner, play control is there, and zero control. These are all the values we can use. We have horizontal, the same thing we can get. If you want to, instead of getting, if you need to this kind of fill bar, which gonna shows the filled value. I'll write here says same thing. I'll show you. Let's preview it. Okay, if I do this 7, this is yellow color mark, so it's filled the full values. See how we can get values. Yellow, steely clothing, and it's down. Yellow, green. So in 2008 we are got good sales. This is how the value is going to changes. So depending on your side, we can choose either this, either. So it just shows the fill values. So this shows the needle. This shows this kind of a bar, and it's kind of a full value. It's kind of a thermometer. So it shows kind of a thermometer which help you out in the different designing the things. This is how we can get all those things at one place. So this is how we can use the components in the different types of charts. We have line chart, pie chart, lot of cascading charts. We do have column, bar, stack, even bar charts, stack bar charts, all the stuff. Container we use, which has the background colors. So we use a panel 1, panel 2, all those categories for the background. So we have selectors also, which have accord menu, which we are doing also accord menu categorized. We have checkbox, combo box, list box, all those things. So we have filter bar, which shows the complete filter activities to be used on this scenarios. A lot of filter bars we have. You can check it out here: score, tracker, dongle, push button. We have play selectors also. We also have single values, which shows the single value activities. You just know we saw all the single values. right? A lot of single values here. All this one. So this is how we have dashboards. Anyways, the part of dashboard 2, we'll see one more video in the part 3 in which we'll start from the map, text, all the stuff. So this is how we are doing the dashboards. We done the dashboard importing data from the flat file or the Excel sheets. We also see some other connectivity of universal, some how to connect data from the Quask, all the stuff. So this shows you how the dashboard builders look like and how we can do some hands-on on the stuff. So dashboard is one other tool in which we can do a lot of activities and we need to concentrate on each and everything. So it means that the developers should be developed a lot of information on this dashboard. So just try to practice all this dashboard on your machine so you can get some idea. The more you do hands-on, the more you get the different types of logics. So this help you out in order to perform any activities on those scenarios. So this is how we do have these activities. So anyways, we just try to continue the dashboard in the next video for the map and some other concept. So we are in dashboards. We started the dashboard in the previous video in which we saw some theory concept. In this video we learned how we can build the dashboards and the different types of hands-on scenarios. In the next video we'll learn the continue of dashboards with the map and some other concepts. So I'm Raju, I'm just signing off now, but anyways we'll meet on the next video with the different types of dashboards activities. So thanks guys, thanks for watching this video. We'll meet on next video with a different concept.